What is a phrase most often used by assholes? Comments. Less than em greater than do you know who I am less than slash em greater than less than slash strong greater than. My dad owns a dealership. Got aqua teen hunger force, had that one spot on. I knew 3 kids in high school, whose dads owned car dealerships, all as holes. I wonder if in order to open a dealership does the car companies ask about the kids. Like I can imagine one guy who is looking to open a Toyota dealership. Toyota asks, oh you have a son, how is he liking school? The potential franchisee says, oh my son, he volunteers at the homeless shelter on Saturdays and helps new kids when they have their first days in school. Toyota responds, sorry sir, if your son was a sexually aggressive homophobe with a we would consider you, but sorry it's not going to work out. I have only really known one person whose father ran a used car dealership. He was the less than slash em greater than sleaziest guy I've ever met. Straight up going to concerts and raves and selling people vitamin pills, claiming it was ecstasy. Sleazy.edit because I definitely undersold this guy's sleaziness. This guy would dine and dash beloved locally owned restaurants, and he ran rigged cards games. He also once spread nasty rumors about a girl we knew because she refused to blow him in the back of a movie theater. As someone who's worked primarily in sales, I absolutely hate it and would rather stick to what I feel is right than push unnecessary BS on people. Sales often teaches people to look at other people like walking wallets to Target. You have no regard for if they actually need something, but it's your job to convince them to take on more than they need. Often it's the people that don't really need the extra BS that can suckered into it. Sales doesn't have to be all bad though. You can genuinely help people that need whatever it is you're selling. It's just corpos teach you to maximize what you can take from people. I'm unemployed and have had my own retail businesses before. Next time I work, I want it to be on my terms, again, which is a business that helps people, not scouts. Asks you why something happened less than slash em greater than don't give me excuses. That one kills me. Like if you're late to work or something and someone says, why were you late? Well, my explanation is that there was a car accident. Then they follow up with no excuses. Well, you should have left earlier. Like, damn man, I have a life outside of work. The same boss also wanted everyone to come to work 30 minutes earlier to have an unpaid meeting every shift, like WTF. I had a boss once at a restaurant I worked at tell me I had to show up at 4:45 for my 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. shift on my work days. I didn't think that was unreasonable, so he could give me a rundown of catering orders I had to put together and ship out. I was hired as a delivery catering manager for several younger workers. So the first day I walk in and sign in with the executive chef for 445. He and the boss told me, you start at 5 not 445. I told him I'll show up 15 minutes early if I got paid for it. The boss told me that's not how it works. I stared both them down and said, okay, I'll leave then and report you to the Department of Labor. They never heard anyone say that to them. They backed down and paid me for the extra 15 minutes. I completely love state regulatory agencies. They have helped me out so many times. Just mention the state attorney general when in doubt. If you have to do something for your job, then they have to pay you. You're right on with that. My boss was also an ex-NYPD cop who was paying everyone off the books except one delivery driver who was mentally challenged. He had to pay him on the books to receive a tax credit from the state and the county. If the Attorney General and the Department of Labor found out, that would be a whole lot of shit he didn't want to deal with. I have contacted various regulatory agencies in a couple of states and they have been most helpful. I don't think they have that much to do over there, and they are quick to get the job done. Insurance companies, for example, can lose their license to sell insurance in the whole state if they get in hot water. Talking with the regulatory insurance bunch really gets the company chestnuts feeling warm. When you call someone out on their toxic behavior and they respond with ... that's just the way I am. Or if you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. If you can't handle me at my worst, you probably have healthy boundaries. You'll change your mind. It's so fucking dismissive and annoying. Especially in regards to having children. If someone in their mid-20s tells you they don't plan on having any children in their life, you don't get to decide that they are wrong. I'm 36, soon 37. I still get you'll change your mind. Apparently, the fact that I like children and that I'm good with them means I'm misleading people, or I'm lying to myself. Yup. Apparently, since I'm a nanny and great with kids, this means I have to have them. But look how much you love them. Yeah, and I also love going home to my pets and no kids. I'm 47, had a partial hysterectomy, and used to get you'll change your mind all the time. Now all I hear is, someday you will regret it when you're alone, and have no one to look after you. Bitch, please. The money I saved by not having kids is what's going to pay people to take care of me. I tell it how it is, and often the people who say this can't be told how it is. I always say no, you tell it like you want to see it. It's not how it is in reality. Only God can judge me, and if you can't handle me at my worst, only God can judge me. And so can a court. You get to judge. You get to judge. You get to judge. We all get to judgeand we all judge. I don't care how many people deny it. I don't judge. The fuck you don't. Only God can judge me is the worst. I hate when people say that, cause usually they lead an unholy life. I'm an alpha, or anything related to it. Tell them calling yourself an alpha is the most beta thing you can do. Easier than explaining A, humans aren't wolves, and B, normal wolf packs also don't work that way. Anyone who has to say I am the king is no king. My less than / am greater than truth. Yet if everyone is living their truth, doesn't leave much room for the actual truth. People these days hate hearing the truth, and most will go out of their way to avoid it at all costs. Oh, I hate this one too. If truth is different from person to person, it isn't truth. I can't stand this phrase. Excuse me. If you get it, you get it. Princess. Ugh, nice job, hero less than / am greater than. I pronounced it excuse in my head. Don't you know that the customer's always right? In matters of taste, Karen, in matters of taste. And that adage still holds true, but you're no longer a customer here. I'm brutally honest. The people that say that are oftentimes more interested in brutality than honesty. What about this is me, accept or leave? If anything, this is the best scenario. They're literally giving you an easy out instead of pretending to be something else and making things more difficult. Some people wanted to just accept their behavior than improving it. I'm sorry, but I do prefer you either love me or hate me. Which in psychological meltdown transforms into if you can handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. / I just call it as I see it. Do you know who I am? If you have to tell me who you are, then clearly you aren't important enough. Why do you ask? Have you forgotten? Just saying after saying something completely inappropriate, ignorant, or unintelligently giving their personal take on a controversial trend they know little to nothing about. ALSODONT, be a beta, be an alpha. If you can't handle me at my worst, then you sure as hell don't deserve me at my best. I like the meme that says if you can't handle me at my worst, fair call, I am a bit of a train wreck. That's kinda truth though. We're calling about your car's extended warranty. Is this an American thing? I've never heard this before, but it's all over Reddit. Yeah, it's a common scam call here.